What's going on, everybody? I'm back with another one of my top 10 positional videos. So what we're doing today, top 10 running backs. As you can see, we're starting right off the bat. We're going Miles Sanders, number 1. Miles Sanders, I'm going to actually, you know what I'm going to start doing, guys? I'm going to start pulling up their player profilers so I can get some stats on them while I'm talking. So, Miles Sanders went to Penn State, right after, what's his face? Right after Saquon Barkley. So he had some big shoes to fill, and he filled them okayly. He was no Saquon Barkley. He was Miles Sanders. I hate the comparison game. He wasn't Saquon Barkley because Saquon Barkley is insanely good. Here we go, player profiler. So he ran a 4.49 40-yard dash, which was, I think, top 10. It's very good. Also, I did during my research, which I've gone over, I think, or I will go over. BMI of 29.4 is very good, and a weight of 211 pounds is very, very good. Now, what you want? Oh no. Okay, so a situation, guys. His college dominator and college target share percentile added up is only 45. Guys, you want 100. Alright, so this may be, in my research, I figured out that all top 24 running backs had 100 percentile. Now, obviously, I went through all the I went through the top 100, and there were about 20 that also had 100, but those 20, all of them had at least one good season or were a flex play at some point. So, and everyone who didn't fit it, didn't. So this means, right, Miles Sanders it's not perfect, alright? But it's what I'm going to be targeting. Alright, I didn't notice this until now. Miles Sanders is probably going to be bust. That's what I'm learning right here. Because most of the top 100 that fit this category were either old players who produced at some point, like Shea McCoy and Frank Gore, and some were Ty Montgomery, Devontae Booker, and Leonard Fournette and stuff, like players who still have ceilings and who still have chances to be good, and if they weren't, they were already good at some point. So basically, what my research did find is some sort of connection. And what this basically means is he probably doesn't have that connection. I would still have him as my number 1 because I like his tape, but I say he is not a target for me. None of these running backs are targets other than 1 or 2. Okay, number 2 we got Darrell Henderson from Memphis University. Darrell Henderson is 5'8", 208 pounds. So he has a very good BMI of 31.6, which is 80th percentile. He will be 22 come draft time. He has college dominator and target share percentile added up. That is 138. So he fits the rule. He put up 22 reps on the bench press, so he's extremely strong. He ran a 4.49, so he has extreme burst. He is extremely fast. His burst score is pretty bad at 42nd percentile, but his speed score is all the way up at 71st. He is my favorite running back. I went through tape of him already, so I'm not really going to dwell on him. You guys all know my opinion on him, which is don't target him, but he could be good. Alright. You got Rodney Anderson here. Now, basically, you're going to know I'm not counting injuries, okay? Any players who were injured are not going to be counted against for the target share and dominator statistic, which he was injured all the time. That is the biggest thing against him. He was literally injured every single game. His yards per carry was 8.5 in college, 98th percentile. So he may be the best all around. He has a 30... Dude, seriously, Rodney Anderson fits all the bills for me to be a beastly running back. And Yeah. So Rodney Anderson is basically going to be has the tools to be the best running back in the entire draft, but he gets injured all the time, and that's a big negative against him. Huge negative. If he can, like, say he becomes Frank Gore, cool. Say he becomes the next Frank Gore, awesome. That is literally the best thing you could hope for, because he was also injury prone. I'm sorry, not the best thing you could hope for, but he was also injury prone. It fits. Anyway. Next player we got, he will be 23 come draft time, so he is a little bit older. But anyway, next player we got Devine Ozigbo. Devine Ozigbo. Ozigbo is my favorite running back in the entire. Nope, that's a lie. Is my favorite sleeper running back in the entire class. He doesn't fit my ratio. Basically, he doesn't fit my ratio. Player profiler doesn't have really anything on him other than stats. They don't have height, weight, anything. But that's fine. Basically, he doesn't have... See, here's what I'm learning right now. None of these running backs fit my ratio that is pretty much... It's very hit or miss, right, on whether your player will be good. But if they don't fit it, they won't be good. So basically, if they don't fit it, they won't be good or are a fullback. Or they fit it and might be good, might be bad. Or will have some point be good. So this is actually a very good ratio I figured out. It's college dominator percentile and college target share percentile added together, and if it equals at least 100, the player has a higher chance of being good than any other ratio I could find. But anyway, he doesn't fit this, but I think he has all the tools, and he has all the... He's my favorite sleeper running back in the entire class, and he is in my top 5. Number 5, we got... Bruce Anderson, I believe. Hold up, I'm going to go check my notes. 1 second. Notes. Yes, it's Bruce Anderson. Okay, so we got Bruce Anderson here. Let me get up his player profiler. Bruce. Okay, there is nothing on him other than college dominator, which is at 27th percentile. He will only be 22 come draft time. You know what I'm realizing, guys? None of these running backs are going to be good. Basically, we don't know anything about Bruce Anderson. So anyway, moving on. I think he could be the next great running back. He has great tools, but here's the thing. He doesn't have my percentile because we don't know his target share. Anyway, moving on. Josh Jacobs. He also, I believe, doesn't fit my ratio of a good running back, basically. I believe, let me check. Should have the stats. Yes, he does not fit it at all. 15th and 19th percentile. He ran a 4.69. He has a 26th percentile speed score. He has 34th percentile strength, 33rd percentile burst. He has good good BMI, 5'10" to 20. Will only be 22 come next year. He'll be 21, 22, so he's still young. But he doesn't fit any of the good, any of the things you want. Basically, he will be very overdrafted. He doesn't quite fit the ratios. People are gonna be like, ooh, he's the next. Ooh, he's the next. Alvin Kamara. Oh, we gotta take him early because we missed out on Kamara, right? But Kamara is not going to be the norm. There aren't very many players who don't produce in college who produce in the NFL. When your best comparable is Arian Foster, you know it's not good. Now, what I'm learning in this class, basically through this searching, is none of them are going to be good. All right, that is my prediction. 1 or 2 of them will be good in the NFL. None of the big ones like Josh Jacobs, Miles Sanders, or Darrell Henderson are going to be good in the NFL. I'm calling it right now. Okay, come back to this video 3 years from now. Tell me who's good. You know, here we go. Got Damian Harris here. I'm sorry. I want to get this video done fast, so I'm not very I don't really care about it. I'm just kidding. Here we go. Okay, so Damian Harris is a little bit better. he also doesn't fit my ratio. So another bust, calling it. None of these guys fit my ratio. I will be using this ratio. It's not really a ratio. I will be using this, basically, this will be my first year using this, and we're gonna see if the people who fit it work out, and if the people who don't, and if they don't. This is gonna be the best ratio that I'm gonna be using from now on for rookies. Okay. So my videos may be quicker because I'll just be going over their ratio that has a success rate of blank. Okay. Moving on. Damian Harris is not gonna work out. Basically, we got David Montgomery. Now, I think he got injured, so we're not going to really count it against him. We're not counting injury against players, just because we can. But he still fits it. David Montgomery still fits it, even though he was injured. He's only 22. Now, his 4.63 40-yard dash, 15 reps on the bench press. His athletic scoring is not good at all, but his college dominator and college target share are very high. So basically, I'm maybe trying to find a equal between them. I'm not even saying. I should just be focusing on the player. Anyway, David Montgomery is going to be a great running back in the NFL. You can tell by his athletic traits, he's going to be not very athletic. But I think he has his college yards per carry was very, very, very bad. That doesn't bode well. Basically, I'm looking at his player profiler. Not very many things other than him fitting the thing I was telling you guys about works. Everything else stinks. Anyway, moving on. I'm sorry I'm so negative this video. This draft class is probably one of the worst I've ever seen for running backs. Right here we have Wes Hills, I believe. This is one of the worst I've ever seen for running back classes. This reminds me of 2013 more than 20. If this may be the next 2014. Ooh, he's gonna be 24. Ooh, this guy. I mean, he did have a 7.7 yards per carry. He may go undrafted. He could be the next Philip Lindsay, considering he's the same age. But I like him. I think he'll be a steal. And he has all those skills. See, here's the thing. I went much more in detail with my receivers because I actually like them. I do not like any of these running backs other than Darrell Henderson. Every single running back this class is going to be a best. Yep, he doesn't fit the thing, but he does have athletic traits. Basically, Mike Weber I think. Wait, if we add that together, that's 70. Yes, it's 80, and that is the exact same percentile added together that Chris Carson has. So, could be the next Chris Carson. Anyway, well, this has been that video. I don't really care much about this year's running back class. I say trade your first if you're running back needy for either running backs, proven backs, to a hyped up person, or trade your first for next year first, where we're gonna have a better running back class, hopefully. Now, I really, really, really hate this class for running backs, but receivers, I can see multiple being viable top 10 dynasty assets. But other than that, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. See ya.